Hello and welcome to a special one-shot thrown at the Misfits tonight. It's the return of one of my favourites, Baramahams Brigade. And as for tonight, let's get on with it. The same announcement as always. Please go down into the description and visit our friends over at Composite Games for all of your tabletop RPG and wargaming needs. At discount prices. And
You're trying to test my knowledge.
Yes, it's always worth challenging you when we return back to a fan favourite, or at least a DM's favourite. Today we will return with another instalment of Baramahams Brigade. I like the idea of knocking these out as ones. After the previous adventure of clearing out Archibald from the Baramaham or the Darrington estate, you find yourself lacking a couple of previous members as they've gone off on separate journeys to earn themselves some extra coinage before they return to the estate to continue with the brigade. But in the brigade that we have currently, as you all make your way down the stairs to sit at the lavish long table, familiar faces sitting in front of you. As you look at the end of the table, you have Baramaham himself, leader of the brigade, and his faithful servants, always in tow, Titch the Goliath and Figgy the door. But
you're going to get used to it. You're going to get used to Figgy.
And as you sit down to breakfast, just give me a brief description of who you are. Yeah.
Let's go, mate. As I am nerve, wow, I'm a veteran here. Damn. I'll start first.
Old Chris is vet. These young kids playing my D&D.
I had to show them how to do it. Anyway, so you see this black dragonborn, and sleeveless with his cloak. It's sleeveless, like almost like a gi or some sort. Got a skull crossbow on one side, and one arm got bandages, and how can I say it? His weapon of choice is a great club.
Interesting for a warlock.
So have that by his side. Oh, his eyes are red, by the way.
Okay.
That's quite interesting. Yes. I am Faxon. I was once part of the English cavalry. Not quite English. It's from London. It's quite far away, kind of the other side. But you see, my weapon of choice is a pistol. And as I was part of the cavalry, I have a rapier by my side and a whip in case things get out of hand, you might say.
This is brilliant.
That is my introduction. Let's go on to our other fellow.
So the other fellow, the only returning member of the brigade.
I love Baxton. It's like a Boris.
He's Boris Johnson. Yes, exactly.
Yeah. Boris Johnson D&D.
Oh dear. Yes.
Yes, that is indeed, yes.
Brilliant.
Go on, Minx.
Oh yes, apologies, my dear boy. Since the last time, I've forgotten what my accent and character was like. So I'm going to base it off Mr. Krabs from SpongeBob. That's going to be what Mega Mink sounds like today. But I don't look like Mr. Krabs, you see, boys. I look a bit like I'm a tiefling druid, so I look a bit like Darth Maul from the Star Wars films, but my horns are slightly pointier and curlier. Yeah, so quite an amalgamation of random fever dream characters going on with this fella here, mid-dear boy.
Oh, and this is brilliant.
Oh dear! Oh, the first thing I wanted to do was start singing it. So, are you ready, kids? Oh dear! Right. Yeah. So now I've got that out of the way. Let me compose myself.
Nope, that is never gonna happen now.
Oh, dear. It's a wonderful morning and pleasure to see you all down and sitting as jolly as you are on this handsome morning, my brigadiers. Brigadiers, yes, those ones. We're going to fill ourselves up. You all remember Titch and Figgy? Of course you do. Why, nice to meet you. My name is Titch, but don't let that fool you, because in real life, I'm really big. Oh, I haven't done that for so long. So, yeah, it's like, name's Figgy. It's been a long time since I've done this. I'm really looking forward to doing it again. And it's one of those days where we're all just going to eat and love and fun and sunshine. And me and Minxie, hey, Minxie boy, it's all good. It's a bit of fun, and where do you see what's coming and where? Overexcited today, I think.
You're quite all right. You don't seem quite sensible. You see, yes.
Yeah, I think I might. I think your character might die today. Just a bit of foresight.
Too much energy.
Oh no.
So yeah, while you're sitting down and you're enjoying your breakfast on the shining day, a gentleman walks in, all suited and booted in very posh regalia, and he goes, "Sir, your post has arrived." Yes, and places it on the end of the table. And just to stretch this out, he places it on the wrong end of the table to Baramahams, who now has to walk 30 feet to pick it up.
I am happy now.
As Baramahams sort of picked it up, he sort of did. Oh, there's yes, pocket money from Mumsy, lovely. Go and pick that up later on. And Bill. Oh, a letter from my brother. We'll get to that one later. And oh, what's this? It's labeled urgent. Perhaps I should read it.
But that's what it means.
As he opens up the letter and starts to read it, because it says here that a group of bandits have opened up an underground smuggling ring. They're doing animals and foods and weaponry and even some of the best moonshine in the land. But they want it to be stopped, and they think it's a jolly good show that the Brigade are here and we should be the ones to get rid of them. And I say, hurrah!
Yeah.
Full of enthusiasm, that's what I like to see. Remember, we are a non-profit organization.
Yes.
So you need to keep on telling us.
You mean we're not getting money for this?
Sorry, that's gonna get me every time. Yeah, come on, Minxie boy, you've been here long enough now. You must understand that we are non-profit. We are here to help the poor, possibly help the rich more, get paid more, but then we use the money to help the poor. It's the way we do it. Non-profit.
Yes, I remember.
And that's why Mumsy sent me my pocket money. Just only 2,000 gold pieces this week. I don't know how I'll live.
Yes, that could pay for many things. You see, you could give it to lots of people at 20 apiece. That's quite a lot.
We could use it to fund the NHS.
Yes, NHS save lives. Yes, but also remember, don't take unnecessary trips unless it's for necessary objects such as your food and your.
Am I getting a lockdown speech from Baxton? Nice.
And don't worry, he's only going to go and fight his friends to a party.
So it's well, they're not allowed to come here. We get in trouble, you know, wine and cheese and all that. But do any of you know what puto means? Written on the bottom of this piece of paper. Puto.
Put in the guy's name.
It's I'm going roll us a perception.
Is this all of us?
Yes, all of them.
Okay, yes, good information.
If your mum was listening to this, she'd be ashamed.
She is.
She is listening to it.
She is ashamed.
So she is ashamed, yes.
15.
I have got a 22.
Very good.
8.
Lovely. Yeah, I mean the 15 and the 22 get it. It's fine. Depending on which one of you. So Puto, is please turn over. You're looking at the back of the letter and you can see that there's writing on it.
Turn it over.
Oh, Puto, please turn over. Of course it is. Silly me.
Other side. There's writing on the back.
All right, Minx liked it. Oh, it says here, head into town and to the I'm sorry, I'm just trying to read this. The Rusty Frill. Tavern in town. And that to get to get on the bandwagon for the lead of the so on and so forth. Hefty one this time. If we can, if we stop the smuggling ring, they're offering us 200 gold pieces on this one. That's actually quite a lot. We could do a lot of good with that, gentlemen.
Oh.
Well, Mega Minx does like his money, doesn't he? By sounds of it. Yes, I'd be happy to go.
You're right, Paxton, my boy. Yes, let's go for the money. I mean, stop the money. I mean, stop the things from giving us no money.
Yes, what he said.
Yes.
I'm getting
Good
dragged into this
plan.
anyway.
For those of you that I don't believe that you're quite masculine enough to perform this on your own. So I will offer one of the 3 brigadiers for you to join you on your journey. You can either take myself, although I do have errands to run, Figgy or Titch.
I
don't
believe
care.
Titch would be of good service. Is anyone else on the agreement?
You do what you have to do.
Yes, I think the accent is easier to hold up for the DM for Titch. So we'll go for Titch.
Well, I, if that's what you wish, I mean, I'm going to do a lot of talking with a lot of other people. But if Titch is the one you want, Titch, grab your stuff, load yourself up. You're accompanying the boys out on a jolly good jaunt.
Yay.
Okie dokie, I'll go and get my stuff. Here it is. I didn't have to go very far, did I? It was on my back.
Oh, whatever.
It's all right. And as he sort of stands up, he looks taller than he was before. Just kind of like 7 foot 6 hulking Goliath who where is he? There he is.
You'll have to remind me, comparatively, how tall are the rest of us? In relation?
So I mean, with 6 foot, 6 foot, 6 foot, 7 foot 6.
Oh, okay. So none of us are like short.
You're all average height.
Okay.
Tieflings are sort of 5'10" to 6'2".
Mhm.
Humans are human size. I mean, you're 6'7" as a human.
Mhm.
Human can be human size. Yeah.
Mhm.
And Dragonborns again are generally 6 to 6'6".
Okay, sweet. Thank
So
you.
you're all sort of size.
Mm.
There are no midgets. Or
Unless you're a hobbit.
or short people.
Good.
Yes, so allow me to just give you, slide you over the pocket money. Here are Titch. It's 100 gold pieces. This must get you somewhere. I'm assuming you're going to have to either bribe or possibly buy something to get yourself in the circle. Wink, wink. But as for that, I've got some errands to run. Must go and must read my letter from my brother and see how that darling little Archibald is doing and whether he wishes to still find me dead at the end of a tether.
I'll go with that one.
Yes, well, it sounds like you're pretty much on that route as well, doesn't it? Dividra. Dividra?
Yeah, Davidra.
Dividra. Well, there you go. I'm just going to call you Div. Easier for me to understand. I've got Bax.
Then bar.
I've got Bax, Mince, and Div. Lovely. Yeah, and I'm still Titch. Yeah. I mean, I'm on my way. I just sort of gathers his stuff, puts the money pouch on his belt. He goes, right, are we all eating? Well watered? Got all your gear?
Yes.
Yes, I do believe I am fully equipped.
Okay. Your voice is funny. It's all right. We'll head out and yeah, this way. I think I know where the pub is. I've been there enough times. It's coming home that's the problem. So you sort of exit the castle. The front gate's still being repaired from where Archibald's last visit, which you can watch on our YouTube channel if you go back and watch the Baramaham Brigade's previous adventures.
Subscribe to our TikTok as well.
Yes,
Yes.
we will be having a TikTok soon, and I do believe that on the TikTok Boris Johnson will be making a.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah. Add us on MSN as well and Bebo. Don't forget all those stuff.
While you're at it, why not just go to MySpace? Where are you going? But yeah, so with Titch leading the way, you come down the steps, you walk through the still being repaired gates as you begin the couple of mile walk into the main town. The wooded area around Baramahams estate is it's quite pretty, it's quite lush. It's very springtime, so all the flowers are blooming and all the trees are now a vibrant green. Thanks, Jack. The trees are very vibrant green as you start to walk through. Little things sort of catch your eye as you start to walk through, but to find out any information about them, we'll roll us a perception check.
Oh, lovely. Yahar. 'Tis 27.
Jesus Christ.
No, 23. Sorry, I can't count.
That's pretty good.
I have rolled a 24.
Russell, my dear boy.
The victory was really rubbish then. 'Cause I've got a 23 and a 24.
Oh, 12.
Oh, I didn't hear. Sorry.
Oh, fair enough.
Okay. Well, yeah. The other two amazingly, scarily high. As you're walking through, you can see that there are various. The brush has been cut through. All the leaves, all the branches, all the nettles, all the brush. It's all sort of pushed back and cut, all at sort of like the same height. You see it about neck level for the normal height guys. Looks like wagons, but a very large wagon would have been dragged through one of these pathways. Maybe
Horseman.
10 or 12 feet wide as a wagon, but low level, cutting into the trees, and above going very high, maybe 25, 30 feet off the ground. You can see that all the branches have been broken and snapped as something very wide and very tall has been pulled through.
Postman. That's all I can think of.
Well, this is a interesting experience. I don't know what to say.
Titch, my dear big boy, can you see any further around? Do you have any more? Can you see anything of interest?
What? Yeah. I got a ladybug on my finger. Yeah.
Ah, okay. Right then, never mind.
Hey, you chose him, so you'll get.
Right. Well, we're not too far. We can go back. We can trade them.
Well, it's so the whole journey through this path is the same. Every tree at about the same height, every branch at the same height, dragged all the way through.
Okay.
As you sort of walk on the floor where the mud is a little bit softer, you can see that there are very thick sort of like lines being dragged through the almost like 18-inch wide wheels being dragged through the softer mud.
Are there any other pieces of information around, like, I don't know, bits of debris of wood around, or feathers, or signs of people walking with the wagon?
No such sign. I mean, as I say, there's only a few. It's spring, so the ground's quite dry. So there's only a few soft patches of mud as you're going, but sort of 18-inch wide. You can see the grooves. I mean, you rolled so freaking high. You can see the grooves of the wooden wheel as it went into the mud. So you can being a druid, you can tell that this was a wooden wheel that went through the mud, but huge. Average wagon, an average cart or wagon wheel would only be no more than a few inches.
I have a theory, boys, that perhaps this big wagon was holding something, like a creature, perhaps, and it was being transported. I don't know for certain, me boys, but we shall see as we progress, me boys.
Yeah,
I don't know your name.
name.
I've forgotten all your names, so I'll just call you me boys. SpongeBob, no, that's not right.
Good word. Nah, that's not my name.
Yeah, painful, so painful.
My name is Plankton.
Get back me formula.
Sheldon J. Plankton.
You're a little sod. Get back me formula. So, okay, sorry, let's carry on with what we're doing.
As you get into the town, you see that the wheels themselves, as they go up onto what wheel marks you've been following, as you get up onto the cobblestones of the town, the route of the wagon seems to have disappeared. No way of really tracing it across the cobblestones.
Are there any scents we can smell at all?
Scents you can smell. Interesting. I mean, if you're a ranger, maybe you're a druid. I mean, yeah. I mean, you can put your nose in the air and have a sniff if you really want to.
Okay.
Roll me a perception for smelling.
Okay, I shall do that. I'll stick my nose in the air, and with a ruddy hell, a 26, I pick up a very nice scent.
Bloody Laura.
I have +6 on my perception.
Oh, so that was a net 20. Great.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, so you put your nose in the air. I mean, even with a 26, I mean, what am I supposed to give you? You put your nose in the air, being in the middle of the village, there's a huge mixture of smells, smoke coming from chimneys, ale coming from the bar, cooked meat coming from various places, knocking through, a strong whiff of manure from the farmlands just whiffs across your face. But about the very familiar smell of the area, salt, as you're only a few hundred meters from the coastline.
Yes, I can't really detect anything, boys, so I think we should just carry on forward.
I didn't really know what to give you, if I'm honest.
No, that's fine. I probably got a bunged nose or something, and I can't smell properly. So we'll just carry on if we're all good. Are you up? Good up there, Titch, me boy?
Yeah. I'm worried about those thingies on top of your head though, because every time you walk past me, I keep thinking I'm going to get stabbed.
Oh yes, sorry.
It's all right. I could chop them off for you if you like.
No. They help me sense things. So yes, don't chop them off because we'll get lost.
Must be really hard to do at shopping wearing them though.
Oh yes, but it's a conversation starter, you know.
Yeah, well, we're having a conversation about it now.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay. Sure.
You two quite all right. You having quite a rather.
I could just imagine you looking at me with this really big head of scruffy blonde mop. It's just like you want to put your hand in it and just kind of go.
Yes.
Don't make fun of my pot noodle hair. It's stylish.
Is it toupee?
Yeah, okay, no worries. It's all right.
What hairstyle does Devidra have? I'm curious.
I don't have any because I'm a dragonborn.
He's all scaly.
Oh, but doesn't he have like styled scales?
Not really, just
okay. That's
probably feels like a Batwing-esque is.
Oh, okay. Very cool. All right, sorry. I think we've stalled long enough. Shall we proceed?
The longer this was going to be a fairly short one anyway, but carry on. So, as you hover around the edge of the town, you remember back to what Baramahams said was in the note and where you had to start your journey.
The rusty
nail, was it? Do you believe?
Rusty nail.
Rusty nail? No, he was a wrestler.
I don't remember, honestly.
Quite... It's okay, right? Because I know you guys are trying to think of it, but Bar gave me the note. Look, I can't read. Who wants it?
Was it a big guy?
Okay, don't lose it. Whoever wrote it had really nice handwriting.
Probably Sebastian.
So,
Not Sebastian.
That's a different universe.
all of my characters cross over. I think Titch, Baramaham, and Figgy have turned up everywhere.
Pretty much.
Just my three favourites. Yes, it was
It might be Archibald.
it was the Rusty Frills.
Ah, yes.
So as you walk through into the town, you get to the sort of like the central fountain on the cobblestoned area, the little bit of a market sort of scattered around. I don't say little bit. I mean, there's a couple of fruit stalls. There's a tanner for your leather wares, etc. But just over yonder, because Titch, he remembers, because he spent a lot of time in this one. I like it in here. Got some of my favourite people in here. And as he sort of he gets to the door and sort of pushes down and tucks himself under the door. And he sort of like, see that mark there? That was where I hit my head once.
I can see.
Yeah,
It's got your forehead imprinted on there.
The wood starting to get sort of like worn, almost rounded on the edge of the door frame. From the amount of times that Titch has banged his head on it.
Yeah, I can relate to that. Yeah.
Not a problem I've ever had.
Well, if I forget in the morning, like if I'm distracted, look at my phone. Ow, my IQ.
Oh no.
Hit and down.
You could get hit in the head with a hammer and still have a higher IQ than me, so it's fine. So as you as Titch sort of stands up into the pub, he sort of bangs the top of his head on one of the candelabras hanging from the ceiling. But the crowd in there, Titch, as everybody throws their arms up in excitement for the arrival of the giant Goliath. And it's round for you, Titch. The usual. Yeah, I'll take the usual. Right, I got it for you. And he just bends down, pulls up a whole keg. And as he turns it around, you see on the side of the keg, there's actually a handle being mounted on the barrel itself.
Oh, no. That's quite cool.
It's custom made.
And as the bartender sort of puts a funnel on the top and just so taps the barrel, Titch is able to just go over one-handed and hold the keg and just pour it as an open barrel. Right, now that Titch is sorted out for a little bit, what can I be getting you?
I like the cut of your jib. I'll have whatever you're having.
I realised I was starting to sound more like a pirate than a farmer. And that's probably because I've been listening to you for so long.
Tell you what, I'll have 2 times your favorite drink, and you can have one as well. How about that, me boy?
Oh, you can be doing that. Yeah, that'd be great. There we go. And I mean, as I say, you're only a few hundred yards from the sea, so seafaring folk would be a regular occurrence in places like this. They wouldn't try and travel too far inland, but this would sort of be one of the local towns, a good place for them to flog their wares. But yeah, as he sort of places down, he goes, right, here, 2 pints of gut rot for you. Oof.
Oh, thank you.
It's sort of like this grog, almost green in colour on the surface. A little bit of it spills onto the wooden bar and smokes.
Oh, yes. A nice healthy beverage. Thank you, sir.
That's all right. I make that myself, What can I be getting the other ones? Will it be an alcoholic drink for the old scaly one and a soft drink for the little one? Yeah.
I may be short, but I'm not that short. You see, I am still at least 5 foot, so I'm above average height. Anyway, do you have any tea or anything along those lines. As I am quite thirsty.
We don't really do tea. Don't get a lot of tea leaves coming across here, but I suppose I could be doing yeast. A nice cup of joe.
That would be quite nice. Thank you.
No worries. And he sort of goes over to this pot sitting on top of a furnace, and as he sort of just pulls it off, just pours it, and this all dark brown molasses type liquid pours out into the cup. As he sort of puts it down and goes, there, that be yours then, lad. Get that down here. Put airs in your chest, it will.
Thank you, I suppose. I will save this for later.
I will take one of those, please.
You want a cup of joe as well, all right? No problem.
Yeah.
Did you fancy some milk in your coffee? Only real men drink it black. But do you want some milk?
Nah, I like it black.
All right. What about you, young man? You fancy some milk?
Yes, please. It's
I be doing that. And he sort of pops out, he takes the cup, sort of pops out the back door, and you just suddenly hear comes back in. Just now what you've got is milk sitting on top of this very thick black liquid.
do you have anything to stir it?
Yeah, hold on. There you go.
How appetizing.
Thank you. I suppose once again I will still save this for later. It's
That's all right. I mean, the Titch is one of my best customers, so they're on the house. It's not a problem. But what be bringing you down here? Because I've seen your face before, you the Orny Devil. That I caught you in there before. You're a local lad. You've been around. But the other two, they're new. So what be bringing you into town?
Well, first of all, where are our manners? What is your name, good sir?
Oh, me? Well, I'm going to be called Christopher.
Christopher. Pleasure.
Christopher Krabs.
Pleasure to meet you, my boy.
Eugene.
No, I'm going Christopher.
Right, well, enough of this small talk. We have been sent on a task from Baramaham. You may have heard of the old lad, the old boy.
Barry, the amount of moonshine orders he puts in for here to get delivered to the old estate keeps me in business, he does.
Oh, excellent. Yes, well, he keeps us in business too, because he sent us on a task to take on some bandits, I think it was. Is that right, Devidra? You have the letter. You probably just give him the letter, to be honest. I don't have to read it to him, but
I will try to get him not fairly, but so I can whisper into his ear about the smuggling ring.
Right, now you be talking about the smugglers now. That'd be a little bit of information that I be knowing now, but I gotta make it worth my while because they put lots of monies in my pocket.
oh,
And as much as I love Bar and Tetch, they keep me in business. They don't pay all the bills, if you get my drift.
oh, well, I've got a proposition for you, and I'll lean in close to him. How about I tell you my secret formula? Will that do? The best burgers in all the land.
What's the burger? I've only got one question for you, and it's a good one. What's a burger?
Well, it's a meaty thing that you ingest, like food.
What, like my jerky? And he sort of pulls up just this stick of dried meat and goes, look, I could have stirred your coffee with that.
Well, I didn't really want any interesting aftertaste. You see, it's just coffee.
It tastes great.
Does it? I haven't started consuming mine yet.
Oh no, a burger is a delicious thing. It's pounded meat with some extras, some toppings of cheese and lettuce, and some tasty sesame seed buns, and it feels nice in your mouth. It's very moist, unlike this dry piece of jerky you have with you.
Go on, roll me a persuasion. I can't even falter it. I love it so much. Roll a persuasion.
All right, persuasion +1. Oh dear, let's see. Oh, a 12.
Well, I do quite like the idea of moist meat in my mouth.
Oh dear. Well, changing the subject, you could also sell this item in your tavern and make some extra.
Oh no,
money.
I would never be bringing warm cooked food into my tavern. That take business away from the restaurants. I'm not one of those types. I deal with all the goodness that hops can bring you, but for now, I will decline the offer of your secret formula,
Oh,
and I will ask for the thing that I can use the most, and that be gold.
If you have these competitive restaurants, you could sell the formula to the restaurants, and then they would make extra money, and they would pay you gold for it. It's quite a good.
If I be selling a secret formula, it won't be secret for very long, will it?
Oh, now you sound like Boris. You're stuttering.
Yes.
I don't have an answer.
I cannot answer that question for you, sir. That's a matter for other times.
I'll nudge Titch, see if he's still, with us.
He hasn't even come up for breath yet. It's just this has been up in the air since you walked in.
Right.
I would like to try tap him.
Oh, was it? Yeah.
Can I have the pouch for the deal?
A deal pouch?
Yeah, the deal pouch.
I've not got a deal pouch. I've got a money pouch. I've got a tobacco pouch, but I haven't got one that holds deal.
A gold pouch, then.
Oh, yeah. Don't spend it all, though. I've got to pay my bar tab at some point.
I think Bar might help. You're his loyal mate.
Well, I've been with me and old Bar. We've been around the block. Did he ever tell you about the story that he met a talking sheep? He found that really ordinary. I've got to be honest with you. If I saw a talking sheep, I'd catch it. I'd be rich.
Yeah, I remember that story.
All right. Yeah, don't spend it all. Let me know when we'll.
Okay, I'll quickly snatch the gold pouch away from Davidra's hands and hold it in my claws, I think, and I'll start bartering with the Christopher crabs.
Well, not Christopher. Good God. While you're going to start bartering, another gentleman just rolls up the other side of Baxter, and just with a gentle nudge. So if we do it, Titch is at the end of the bar.
Davidra.
Yeah, Div. I'll get there. Div, Minx, Baxter, and then at the other end of the bar, a gentleman sort of just rolls up to the back of Baxter, gives him a little nudge in the back, and he goes, "If you want to be knowing where the smugglers are, you've got to be asking the right questions to the right people." And he just slides his cup off the bar and heads back to his table.
That's interesting, isn't it? Div, you seem to be quite a tough and brave man. Would you like to go talk to that chap? He's not really my type of guy, you see. He's,
Which one was it? Point him out.
Used.
So go on, describe him. You heard him. Describe him.
He sounded quite croaky, and he seemed quite old. You see, think he was that chap over there with the pint and lager.
Sure. So as he sort of points over, you see, I go with fairly old. It was a hooded man. You can sort of see from the hood, although the top of the face is shadows. The beard, although long and greying with the wispy bits at the end, doesn't look massively old. You see next to his table, sort of leaning up against the wall, just maybe a 5 foot, 5.5 foot tall staff of sorts.
I'll go up to him.
Good job, Dave. Don't die. So,
Are you afraid of my safety? What about you come with Paxton?
well, I'm not the type of guy for close contact. You see, it's gotta keep aware of the virus that's going around still.
Oh my
You're right next to
God.
me right now.
Dungeons and Dragons social distancing.
Yes, I'm very happy staying at least 10 meters away from him. You see, you can go forth. Yes, I will going to stay here and keep watch if you will.
Oh dear, there's no doubt your mind, Mick. No doubt at all. Oh dear. Right. Yeah.
I'll go up to the chap.
So fair enough. As you go over, the sort of head looks up. Although looking up, not looking at you as such, but it sort of looks up and goes, "Caught your intrigue, have I?"
You intrigued my colleague, and he passed on to me. So, what, pray tell, was the information?
Well, before I give you the information, let's go back to Minx, who's going to be bartering with the bartender.
Did I let him take it now?
Well, you didn't really have a chance because Tix
True.
put it on the bar, and he went, "Oh,
Ah.
thank you."
Fair enough. I would.
You're getting me into bad habits, Jack. Keep looking at my phone during the game.
Right, Christopher.
Very happy me. Oh my God, I'm throwing so many voices around. Yes.
Very confusing. Yeah, you seem like a good lad. So we've got 5 gold pieces in this bag here, and we'll be happy to sell you these 5 pieces for your information.
Although 5 gold pieces is a fairly going proper crummy now. He's fairly substantial in the gold pieces, but I'll be honest, if you could be making me gotta stop doing crabs now. If you could be making me the offer of Titch's bar tab, then I would consider that a fair trade.
Okay, and what is Titch's bar tab?
33 gold pieces.
Money. Right. Could I come back to you? And I'll head over to them at the table, see what their plan is. I'll discuss with me boys, and I'll come back to you. Yeah.
They can't hear you.
Aye, aye, Captain.
All right. Fine. I'll be getting back to me washing up.
Cool.
Sir, do you believe that is quite sanitary? You see, the virus is still spreading, and you don't want to spread the virus anymore. So just
What virus you be talking about? I ain't got no viruses.
just to be sure, sir, you have to be aware of the virus and make sure you social distance.
Don't be such a filly.
If you say so, sir.
Drink your coffee.
Yes, I will take it over to the table. You see.
And sort of, you suddenly hit her with a dum. Oh, another round over here, Chris.
Oh, that's just raising the tab more. This guy better have a solution. How much does a cake cost out of interest? Just so we know what we're playing with here.
Well, they're 3 gold pieces apiece.
Cool.
But right, like they're 12 pints in each keg.
Right, so that's a quarter of a gold per pint. Oh, that's a bit steep. If my maths is correct. Yes.
A quarter of a gold. There's all two and a half silver.
Okay. Oh yeah, because there's 10 to a thing in there.
Yeah, 2.5 silver.
A quarter punts. That's what it costs. Okay.
Or 2 and 5.
Okay. Well, again, I'll go
2
check to me
silver, 2
boys.
silver, 5 copper.
Hmm.
But yeah, so Titchy's just chugging away. So you've come over to my table, you're talking to me. What is it you need to know?
Location of the smuggling place.
Oh, information that costs a pretty penny. My favourite. Now, although I've been down there, I can't tell you the way. You see, I'm sort of impaired.
I see.
And he sort of slides his hood back, and you can see that both of his eyes completely clouded over.
Okay.
So although I've been there, I couldn't be sure of the exact way, but I could give you the clues of it.
Anything is a help.
Hey, old man, get off your phone. Tell us the information.
Stop sending him pictures. Yeah, well,
How much does this information cost?
Well, how about 20 gold for your troubles?
How about this? How about this, me old boy? I've got one of me gold coins right here. If it lands on heads, you tell us the thing for free. If it lands on tails, you tell us the thing for naught. How about that?
Interesting. Now I get where you're going with this. Well, it's something I would do. This is a devious person.
What
Roll,
do you expect from a crab?
roll me a persuasion.
All right. Oh, a 16.
Yeah, that's not going to cut it on this one.
Ah,
There
I'll
you
just
go.
try it. Unbelievable.
Well, it's
Drat, and double drat.
not really much of a gambling man, you see. The last time I gambled, I lost my eyes.
Damn. Okay.
You see, could I quickly whisper to Minx? Like,
You were at the bar, but yeah, okay, cool.
yeah, well, I kind of joined them. You see, you see, Minx, because he's blind, you could give him one and not tell him, and you could place it all with some paper or something from behind the bar, and then you could hand it to him, and then we could escape with the information, and he could go and do it for 1 gold piece.
Oh, okay. That sounds like a good plan, Leroy. Right.
So deceptive.
Yeah, I wonder if I could. Well, doesn't he have his friends sitting next to him? Sorry, I'm assuming gender. Don't they have their friends sitting next to them? The blind person.
There's no friend next to him, it's just him.
Oh, okay. And is there anyone else in the vicinity kind of watching us?
I mean, there are other patrons in the bar. I mean, everybody seems to be at their table looking into their glasses, wondering what could have been, really. It's not the cheeriest of taverns you've ever been in.
Sure.
Okay. Ooh.
And there are other patrons about.
Hmm.
Say goodnight to your mum for me, mate.
Mother, the company have said goodbye.
You had to go put the voice on as well. Bloody hell, that's brilliant.
Oh dear, your mum's gonna hate this.
Say Mr. Krabs says goodnight. She'll know what it means.
Yes, apparently Mr. Krabs says goodbye as well. Yes. You may now go to slumber.
She won't let you play again, that's for sure.
Get me an outboard.
Right, so we're deceiving this blind man. My favorite kind of person to deceive.
Well, you started this off as good guys. That went down real quick. Go on then, carry on.
Yeah, I mean,
I didn't do a thing.
Yeah, well, you're a bit of a div, so you kind of weren't part of this conversation. This was Mink's gambling.
Oh, tell you what, I've got a plan. If it doesn't work, we'll go with the deception of the blind folk. And Eugene heads back to Christopher, and he says, "Right, Christopher, can I have your ears for a moment?"
You had to do that.
Thank you.
You had to do the Robin Hood.
Let's leave.
Lend me your ears.
Okay. In that case, listen to what I'm saying.
Testing 1 2, testing 1 2.
That blind man over there has offered to give us information about the smugglers for 20 gold. Can you perhaps match that or even exceed the price, or lower the price? Sorry, exceed, that's the bad one. Can you lower the price for the information? Because you'll either get less than 20 or nothing. It's up to you.
Well, the interesting thing about it, you see, right, is I've seen where it is. I knows where it is, and he only knows where it is. So I think my information is worth more than his.
Fair enough, right. So I'll head back to the blind person.
And it's gone up to 36.
Okay. Mr. Blind Man, Christopher Krabs at the bar has offered to give us information for the smugglers for 15 gold pieces. Are you able to match that, or perhaps go lower in order to get our custom?
Do you think I'm deaf as well as blind? He just shouted 36.
No, that was something else. I asked him how many children he has, and now he says 36. Yes.
Deception. Oh, dear.
I'm determined to deceive at least one person. Right, one. Okay.
You count as one person.
Oh, 16 again.
All right, he's fine. So he says he'll do it for 15, does he?
Yes. But don't ask him because he'll lie to you.
I'm not one for asking him for anything other than a pint of ale. But how about this? I'll do it for 15 gold pieces if you can get me something while you're down there.
Oh, and what is this?
They have come in, well, from what I hear, they have come into possession of a rather large creature that lays crystal eggs. So I would very much like a crystal egg.
Oh, that's a good bit of information. I wonder how many times I can go back and forward and push my luck. Or should I don't know. Let's huddle around the team. Right, we're at this position, fellas. Do we think we should stick with this or try our negotiation tactics again?
I do believe Christopher would quite agree with going any lower than 15. So I do believe that this man is our best bet.
Oh, all right.
But Christopher has seen the place. And he's not asking for a crystal egg that might kill us.
Chris,
That is quite true. But,
another round.
Oh no, it's going up. We don't have time. Right, let's just stick with the blind one. Right. So. Okay, so I will deliberately loudly start taking out gold pieces from the bag and then placing them one at a time in his hand. And I'll count out loud so we can hear and make sure that he knows we're not deceiving him because we're good lads after all. So, one.
You're counting out the 15 pieces, yeah?
Yes. So everyone in the bar can hear. No, quiet enough. So 1, 2, and etc. until 15.
And etc. That's a good amount is etc.
Mm.
And he sort of with a 15 exactly. Pleasure to be doing business as he slides it into the inside pocket of his coat.
Mhm.
Now, the information you require. Are you ready?
Yep.
I feel he has no information. Right. So let's carry on.
It's follow the smell of lavender towards the salty sea.
Okay.
Down the hill, 112 paces to what I believe was a wooden door.
Oh, okay. Are we taking notes, fellas, or are you just remembering? Actually, no, it's more fun if we try and remember. Right.
Once through the wooden door, you walk down 16 steps and then a ladder that has 22 rungs.
Mm-hmm.
As you get there, the smell of salt will be strong.
Mm-hmm.
Once down there, although I can't confirm, there was a cool breeze and the sound of seagulls as the seawater washed up onto my face. This is where you will find the Smugglers Market.
Excellent.
That's quite interesting.
Excellent. Well, it appears we have our directions. Thank you, sir. Here is an extra gold piece for your offerings.
Thank you. But don't forget my crystal egg. And I know where Bar's estate is. I am very familiar with it.
Okay.
Insight on that.
Inside.
Because if he's blind and if he knows Bar's estate very well, it might be.
What are you inciting? Because obviously it's not a lie detector.
I know it's not a lie detector. It's
What are
just
you inciting?
if I've seen him around as a normal person, or is it Archibald in disguise?
Ah, right, okay.
Oh, yeah, good point.
Just because of that comment. I got a 15.
Okay. What'd you work out? What could you possibly work out? So, yeah, I mean, he comes across as a tad creepy, but I mean, yeah, what you see is you just see a blind middle-aged man sitting down enjoying an ale in the middle of the afternoon, middle of a spring afternoon, in a tavern.
Are his eyes visibly not there?
So the eyes that are there are clouded, like they're
Yeah.
almost completely white.
Hmm.
The pupils and retina are almost non-existent.
Okay, so can I at least try see if he reacts slightly? I
Like
know.
you kind of go, huh.
Yeah, fine. Just make sure.
Oh, so actually connected.
I'll tell you what, just give it roll a sleight of hand on that.
And accidentally slap him in the face.
Yeah, basically that's what I want to do.
Okay, +2. Don't fail me now. 18.
Yeah, very nice. I mean, you sort of like, and no flinching, no moving. You see him suddenly just sort of move his head as a hand just whistles a bit of air past him. But yeah, no flinching, no moving.
Okay, well, I think our work.
My camera's not in the middle. There you go.
Right, I think our work here is done, boys. Shall we grab Titch and be on our way?
I do believe that would be a good thing to do right now. Tish, are you done finishing that to another 12 pint? You see?
Yeah,
Come on.
one for the road.
No.
Yes, why not? Go on then.
You're already.
Well, it is
I mean,
right.
just want to point out 36 points he's had while you guys have been chatting.
Yeah.
Can I, before we while Titch is enjoying his next keg, can I kind of chat to Christopher again for a moment?
Yeah, and then he said, I'll tell you what, Chris, I won't have enough. Just give us a nip. For those of you who know what a nip is.
Well, I assume this video was appropriate for all audiences.
Well, a nip is a shot.
Oh, okay, cool. I thought something else.
He comes over this sort of a clearish light green bottle as he pops the cork to sort of, and pours the shot out. Almost a clear liquid comes out of it.
Oh, nice.
Here you go, Titch. Best moonshine in the village.
Mr. Christopher, I just want to let you know, because of your greediness, you lost out on 15 gold pieces. And then I'll make my leave.
I only wanted what was mine, and that be the money that Titch owes me. Oh yeah, I suppose I better pay the bill, hadn't I?
Oh yeah, in fairness, yeah, we're being a bit muggy here, to be honest, aren't we? I say we, I am. Yeah, it's these two, they're the worst. Yeah.
Don't try to blame me for your greediness.
Well, what do you think, lads? Should we square up the bill? We do have 84 pieces left, and 36 is the bar tab, I think.
40 now.
40?
Yeah, so it was.
Oh yeah, 3 and a 1. Right.
So he's since the 33, it's gone up 2 more kegs and a nip. So 40 gold on the button.
Right. What do you say? Shall we at least half the bill? Give him 20 now and give him the rest later. Or shall we tell him to screw off?
But he's part of the team. Titch is part of the team.
Yes. Okay. So full amount or half the amount? Because this money.
Let's just nip it in the bud. Right, so there's a clean slate. You might be able to give us the information in doing so.
I'm listening to this conversation, you see, because I'm not completely deaf, and you're only standing 2 foot away from
Perfect for social distancing. Good job.
What do you think, Baxton? Does the chief treasurer agree with us?
2 meters. 2 meters. The
Oh yes. Same number, not right measurement.
So I tell you what, right? You guys are so unwilling to pay the full tab. I would take your 25 gold pieces off you, right? If you can bring me back something from down the bottom, because I know that's where you're going.
Oh, are you looking for eggs too? No.
Like
Exactly.
Ha. That's good. For that, I'll give you the whole 40. No. Only 25.
Chris, quick question. What is so valuable about these eggs?
Well, I tell you now, not only is the egg made out of crystal and worth a pretty penny, but what is inside has got crystal skin.
Yeah, we're not doing it. That is not a good idea.
Yes. I mean, it's not like we have any close combat. It's like pew pew, whatever that is. You see, we don't have a lot of close combat other than Tish, and I do believe Tish is tall enough to hit us anyway. So, do believe we should be quite alright to fight this scaly beast.
Do you know what that beast is there, Braxton?
No, not
Yeah.
quite. The only thing I've ever fought is horses because cavalry, haven't done a lot else.
Yeah. All I can say is you don't want to face it.
Boris Johnson and Mr. Krabs in a game of D&D.
Yeah.
That's all I can do, keep a straight face. It's great.
None of this is real, James. You're just passed out somewhere. You're imagining this.
I've got to be honest with you. There are guys that trip out and don't suffer from hallucinations. Oh dear. Right. Yeah.
How was your game? Yeah, I had Eugene Krabs and Boris Johnson on the game.
So
Trying to solve a mystery.
so right now, that what I be making the bed. 25 gold pieces on my crystal egg.
I mean,
Pay me my 40
Just pay the
gold
tab.
and I'll call it quits.
Nah, just pay the tab.
yeah. I mean, to be completely honest, we're out of pocket here because if we're doing both, that comes to 40 anyway. But if we just paid them 33 to begin with, that would have been it. So yeah, we're in a worse position after bartering.
I blame Minx. He was the one dealing with the currency here.
Yeah, that's fair.
If you notice, the bar tab was 40 and I'm making you pay 40.
But
Yeah.
when we first started, it was 33.
It was.
So if I was quick with it, then it would have been 33 no eggs. But now it's 40 and 2 eggs.
No. Hey, soon you'll get an egg, don't we?
Yeah, that's fair. Sure, why not? No, screw it. Let's just give you the whole 40 and no egg.
Yeah.
Oh, if that be what you be pleasing, that be what you be pleasing.
Right, there you go, my boy. It's 40.
Now we've gone broke. We spent over half of our spendings. Brexit isn't going well.
Bring the deficit down. Yes. Sorry. Yes. Right. Now
we have to take our one necessary trip for specific objects because you don't need to take unnecessary trips for essential items.
Take our one necessary trip to a bank to rob it because we're out of money. Right. Sorry, we're stalling once again. We tend to do that. Right. So,
mate, take as much time as you like.
Right. So here's 40 for you, and I'll do the counting one by one again. So here's 1, here's 2, here's 3.
Minx, why are you counting? He's not blind.
Good point. Oh well, I'm halfway through now. Let's just carry on.
I just saw he scoops it off, sticks it in a box, slides it under the bar, and goes, "Pleasure to be doing business with you. Hope to be seeing you again. Plenty more where that came from, Titch." "Thank you, Chris. Always a pleasure."
Let's go make a move.
Hey, actually, no. One. Sorry, we keep stalling. One final question for Crabs. Seeing as we have squared up your bar tab, is there anyone who can help us out on this expedition? Anyone in the bar at all, or anyone you know who can lend us some muscle power? Yar.
Yarp. Well, I'm looking around. All you can see is these the drunk old whelps that come in here in the mornings. The only bit of information I can give you is you've got about 4 hours before the ship sets sail.
4 hours. Okay. Excellent. Thank you. We'll be on our way.
All right.
Actually, quick stop here. Where did I put my coffee?
You left it on the bar.
On the bar. Okay, I will. Yeah, Christopher, you can have this back. I don't. Not quite. Bit bitter.
A bit bitter. It was a bit. Well, you know, it is. Coffee grounds is not really something that I have knocking around. I do my best that I can with the mud and manure from out the back. You might seem to like it.
Yeah, good.
Well, seeing as we've given you the coffee back, surely we're entitled to some recompense of, shall we say, 3 silver?
Yeah, right. I tell you what, right? You got it for free. So here you go. Have it back.
I don't like your attitude, sir.
Let's not try to start a bar fight.
Yeah, I haven't got a tavern now. Yeah, I am only a man trying to earn a living.
Right. Let's leave before I say something else.
Let's
get going. Come on, Titch.
Okay, I'm on my way.
watch out the door.
And he sort of turns around and goes, "What?" Oh. And as you look at the top of the door frame, the outside was sort of like smooth and slightly dented. This has almost got a Titch face imprint on it.
Nice.
Well, you can imagine you're sober going in, drunk going out.
Yeah.
And sort of still scratching his head. It's all right, I'm okay.
I don't know who's worse. Out any of the 3 that's in the lead of the brigade. They both drink like a fish.
You picked.
I know. And they both have alcohol problems.
Ooh. Figgy's not a drinker.
Figgy's a dwarf.
She flirts
She
with
can-
everything.
And she can drink. She's a dwarf.
And Baramaham
It's in her blood.
tells rude stories. But yeah, so do you know where we're going then? I only had to get you to the bar.
Right, well, if I remember correctly, we must follow the scent of lavender down to the sea.
Yes.
That does sound like the correct information.
Well, in that case, we've got to follow the lavender fields south. See?
Go south.
Yeah, well, because that's where the big blue thing is. Look. You just
Yes,
sort of
that's a
it sort of points off into the distance where the sea is. You see? North, east, west, south.
I'll go south then.
good.
Never eat sausage willies. See?
Is that actually right?
What?
The compass face, I mean, not the acronym.
It's never eat shredded wheat.
Yes.
North, east, southwest.
Are you sure? Oh no! So from our perspective, you're flipped. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
I was about to say on my screen, you're doing it wrong.
North, east, southwest.
North. Oh God. North, east, south, west.
Yes, because you're backwards.
Yeah, you're all just flipped to me.
Southwest. Is that better? North, east, southwest.
Yep, cool.
North.
Backwards for me
east,
now.
south.
Yeah.
North.
Never eat.
I don't know.
They used-
Anyways, now that
they-
we're done with never eat shredded wheat, we are going to head down the valley. Should we not? I think we've done enough dilly-dallying.
Never eat sausage willies.
I'm already making my way down.
Make a my way downtown. Fuck. Sorry,
that
break the
sure-
song.
That song is surely way too above your generation. Or am I just getting old?
I mean, I'm just
TikTok.
shush. Div.
Yeah.
It's
I just called you out there, Boris.
Oh, this is depressing. I used to be the youngest. Oh no! Oh no! I'm old.
I'm turning.
Oh no! My pension comes in next year. Oh no!
Jack,
No, man.
I'm nearly double your age, and you're double his. So.
Oh, that's depressing. Oh. Oh man, unbelievable. I'm just going to turn my camera off to cry. So let's go.
So yes, so Titch has actually been mildly useful as you start to you sort of head out of the town and hit the lavender fields and start heading south. He has turned the camera off to cry as well, look at that.
Right, I'm back.
key depressing music.
I look at him. He just got a big tub of Haagen-Dazs.
And as you start to head down, are you walking through the fields along a path? What did the guy tell you?
Following the scent,
He said smell.
following the scent of lavender.
He said the way to the river with the lavender smell. I don't remember anything else because I not the one to eavesdrop. You see, I'm quite a good chap. Other than during the lockdown, I had a little bit of a party. Some rules were broken, but however, I am quite a good chap. Otherwise,
Lovely. So yes, okay. How far?
Well, I remember once you get to the sea, it's 112 paces down a path. So I'm assuming let's go down the path at 112 paces.
Roll us a perception. All of you roll us a perception. Titch will be rolling perception with disadvantage.
13.
Titch is useless.
I did
That one.
it. What was it? Perception.
Yes.
Cool. Okay.
It's all up to you, Baxton. Everybody else is rubbish.
I have rolled a 25.
Dang.
Yeah, D&D Beyond's being good to you this evening.
Yes.
So you spot as you're sort of standing over these huge fields of lavender. You're sort of looking off into the distance. You can see 25. You can see that the high level is very similar to the walk that you made through the forest to get to the village. Sort of 30 feet up. That all the branches are broken along this particular path.
Kids, have you been walking down here already? Cool, crikey.
Me, I've been with you. Well, some more go.
That is true to I mean like before, like
No, I don't head down to the sea. I can't swim.
oh, that means you got something a little bit bigger than you, which is not easy, you see, because you are quite tall.
Yeah. I'm not as tall as my mum, though. Although she died when I was 12, so I suppose I'm taller than her now.
Yes, she's minus your height.
Well,
Right.
yeah, because she's 6 feet under.
Well, they buried
She
her
is
vertically.
wider than you.
I miss my mum.
That's
Teacher starts to whimper as he carries a walk. Hey, don't worry, it's the allergies. He's all right.
I shouldn't be laughing. It's not a funny matter.
Unfortunately, I think Titch could die and everybody would laugh. It's just...
I don't think so. I don't think.
I
I
do.
think people feel with Titch
But-
dies.
As you head down the path, you you're trying to keep count of your steps. It's very difficult because everybody's got different size steps.
I do believe I am the most average height.
As you sort of get to a break in a break in the field, where there's a selection of built-up rocks and almost looks like they were man-made, slight bit of mortar in the middle of them. Titch is only counting at 85 and he continues on 86, 87, 88, and he's just disappearing off into the distance while the rest of you stop and look at the door.
Titch.
90, 91.
Titch, we got the number wrong,
Titch.
my lad. It was 84. You should come back to 84.
Oh man, he said 112. You got it wrong, not me. I was still counting. I was starting to run out.
He got it wrong.
I was starting to run out of buttons though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6.
Oh, yes, well, come back.
As you look at the door, it's a plain wooden. There's nothing fancy about the door, but it's the door frame is sort of built out of old rocks and built into the side of more rocks. So it literally just looks like a pile of rocks, almost as if it was hidden.
Does it open with a push or a pull?
Well, one way to find out. Grab hold of the handle.
I try push it.
And as you sort of grab hold of the handle and sort of shake it and try and push it, pull it, the little flap sort of opens. You see a pair of eyes sort of look out and go, "What's the password?"
You see, I have a rapier in my. This is not talking to him. I'm talking to myself. I have a rapier in my hand, and like as he pokes his little eye through, can I just
Oh no.
What?
like?
You're violent.
You gotta get in somehow.
You want to
Give
try
me the
and poke,
password.
you want to try and poke your rapier through a slot.
No.
Yes,
Okay.
because the rapier is fairly thin.
Roll an attack roll.
Okay, what to
no.
hit? Yes,
Mm-hmm.
cool. Fantabulous. 24.
No.
Yes.
You murder hobo.
Yes, go on, lad.
You've only had one roll and under 20 tonight. That's crazy. So yeah, with you sort of stab through and you sort of roll me wound. Roll me the wound. Yeah.
Oh god. I have rolled a 11.
Great. Yeah. So you kind of hear him go, "Ugh," and then do,
And I thought I was evil.
Right. Can I? Does anyone have a little bit of cloth? I need to wipe my
murder
rib.
hobo.
Got a little bit of ketchup on it.
Next, it's not ketchup.
Perfect. Right. Now what are we going to do?
Let's try open the door.
Tish, you think you can break it down? Maybe? Yes.
I on, give me a go. Stand back.
Will do.
And yeah, he just sort of he lifts up his huge foot and just, but in hitting it, the door doesn't move anywhere, and it just almost cartoon-esque as it hits. He just kind of goes, "Oh, my foot!"
That's not very good. Probably shouldn't have killed him. I blame Minx.
Yeah, blame him. Now he's not here to defend himself. See, if I'd have had, because I'm still rolling with disadvantage because I've drunk 36 points.
Yes. No, you had a shot as well.
Oh, I had 36 points on a shot.
Is there like a keyhole?
There is a keyhole, yes.
Can I make because I've got 2 daggers in my inventory. May I try and do a makeshift pick the lock?
You can certainly
2
try
daggers.
it. It will be a straight roll with disadvantage. So just roll a d20 with disadvantage because you don't have proficiency with anything and you're trying to do it with daggers.
Cool.
So that Minx probably knows he's muted.
Got a 12.
Yeah, so I mean, you sort of both your daggers are in, and you're sort of fiddling, and you're like, "Oh, I've got it!" And as you start to turn it, just kind of goes, and the end of your dagger snaps off in the lock.
Pipe. Has anyone looked for a way around? You see, 'cause,
There
there may be
was,
something.
and you killed it.
I said around, not through. Like a. Anything? You know.
I can see the sea.
Well, I used to. Sorry, I did an Australian voice. That's the wrong.
That's
the wrong
Mr.
series.
Wrong
Yeah.
guy.
Yar, I used to have a laser pistol, but it was taken away from me. So I don't know how to open this door now. Yar, it was
yes.
lost to Davy Jones' locker.
I still don't know how you ended up with a laser pistol on that character.
Right, Div,
I'm
you
being
have
nerfed.
anything that can open the door, maybe?
Well,
Anything other than dagger, like a magic spell?
Oh, I do have some spells.
Ooh,
Let's have a look.
minx.
Cure wounds, probably not.
Yes, cure the door, turn it back into a tree.
Oh, perhaps I will try. One moment, I need to read the instructions. I would like to try a frostbite spell and try and freeze the door mechanics so we can physically shatter it by kicking it open.
Interesting. Sure.
Yahar. Can the door make a constitution saving throw?
It can, it fails. There you go.
Lovely. Right, so that does a 3 of frost damage. Can the door take damage? How frozen is it?
So I mean, you sort of put your hand on the handle, and you freeze like the metal work around the handle and the lock.
Oh, lovely. Yahar. Now can we try booting it open?
Yeah, is somebody else going to try? It's got Titch got to do again.
I do believe Tish has the size 12 feet here, so
I'll
possibly bigger.
join Titch in trying to break it open as well.
I don't believe I can do a lot.
Do you want to just lend him a hand then? So
Yeah, I'll assist him, yeah.
Cool. So I have a straight roll rather than with disadvantage. My green dice is not being nice tonight. That's a 4 on the dice, so that's a 10. And he sort of even with the frozen lock, he's like, "Well, use your other foot." And you see the door sort of move and the handle sort of cracks a little bit and starts to move. You can see these sort of pushed it open like an inch and a half now. There's sort of door frames starting to show.
Oh, let me just use my great club. And with that inch, I will try and swing it open.
Try and roll an attack on it.
I got 11.
Yeah, I mean, you're 11 without wounding it. You're 11. You sort of hit it and you push it another like inch and a half. Now, almost all the door frames sort of thinking, sort of showing. You can see that on the other side there's a bar, and there's a black cast iron bar sort of still holding it to the frame.
Well, I'm all out of ideas. Let's go home.
If
Can I try a running drop kick on the door?
I was gonna go say if you everyone steps back more than 5 feet away from me, I can do something.
Sure. That's almost enough for social distancing. So I will do it.
And you'll see me do thunderclap.
I sent that to the wrong person.
Yeah, what the hell? What are you talking about?
Oh man, that'd be quite good. Damn. In my haste, I sent it to the wrong person. You're gonna try thunderclap.
Yes.
Fair enough.
So let's do the thunder damage. That's 5 points of thunder damage to the door to see if it breaks.
That's all right. Two blue late now. Yeah, the door just flies open, just splintering and splattering the bit of cast iron that was holding it was just a latch that had been left down. The metal now bent almost at 90 degrees. The door sort of a couple of bolts have split and around the wood. It's now hanging off of one hinge.
Hey, nicely done. Nicely done, Davidra. Out of interest, unrelated question. Did anyone have a sword?
I do. You see, it's got a little bit of blood on it now, but sure, it'll still work.
Oh, okay, never mind. I was just curious. But yes, nicely done, Davidra. Right, so let's what do we see once the door has been opened?
It's fairly
smashed?
dark inside. I mean, you can see that there's a couple of candles and a stall where this door minder may have been sitting. In front of you, there's a set of stone steps, just crudely carved out of rock.
Okay.
And if I remember, it was 16 down until you find a ladder that had 22.
Yep. Nicely remembered. So we should probably go by 22 of Baxton steps, not Titch's, because he'll walk off by like one.
Well, it was 16 stairs and then 22 runs on the ladder. So
That's the one.
As you walk down the stairs and you reach the top of the ladder, the smell of salt now sort of whistling up from the cavern below. And we'll take a break there. So as you get to the top of the ladder and look down, you can see that there is a glistening light shining from underneath, maybe 20 feet, 25 feet under where you're standing.
Yes. And what do we see?
A ladder with a glistening light about 25 feet below your feet.
Well, I will. Who's the tallest here? Ah, yes, Tish. You want to go down the ladder? You can.
Sending Tix down first.
Yes,
Yeah.
I mean he's the tallest. You see.
Sure. So Tix sort of walks from behind everybody with a bit of a limp because where he tried to kick the door in. And I said, Bob, but oh, that won't really hurt. As he cracks his head on a rock.
Oh,
But he gets to the ladder.
that's now.
You feel sympathy for Tix, didn't you?
Yeah, like I was standing up in restaurants, I'd always hit the lampshade. Like, oh, I could sue them for this. Oh.
As he gets to the ladder and sort of turns, his fairly hefty weight, you sort of you hear him go.
This is gonna be fun.
He said, "Be careful. The runs are a little bit broken."
Right, I'll go next then. Yahar.
Yeah. No more into pirate. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's you sort of you go run, and then you suddenly go hey as you miss the run and drop down a couple of foot. Puts a little bit of a stretch on your groinal region, but you make it down to the bottom without too much of a problem. But you can really feel the sea breeze whistling up this small cavern now.
It's good up there, down here. You can come down. Bless you, Davidra.
Yeah. Well, if I was to jump down, what would I have to roll? Or would I not have to roll? Would break my
Well,
legs?
Jump.
Yes.
Just to point out,
You just jump, you're gonna die.
you're only a level 5. 25 feet fall could kill you.
I
Yeah.
mean, we're down there to catch him.
Your poor arms.
25 feet could kill all of you. TPK killed by a ladder.
Oh, that's not surprising. We almost died by swimming.
It's true. Oh, that was one of my.
The cave is the big boss.
But yeah, are you going to jump or are you going to just climb down?
I will jump down. Yes.
You're going to jump. You're actually going to jump.
I'll make my way down so boys can make a decision.
He said, "Get out of the way."
We don't have all day, boys.
Okay, I will just use that to them. I try not to
Fair enough.
we have to save lives, not end them.
As you all sort of climb down and step off, and you feel the breeze. As Baxton's the last one to come down, he sort of moves into the only open area at the bottom of the ladder, and he feels under his feet. It's kind of a. And as he looks under his feet, he's now standing on top of a pizza-esque dead body from the man who he poked in the eye through the letterbox.
Sorry, good sir. Yeah, can I loot him? Like,
Yeah, sure. Roll an investigation.
Circle of life. Robbed by your
If
killer.
only I was a bard.
17.
Yeah, cool, great. You find the key to the lock for the door at the top.
Yeah, let me.
Get away. Cool.
That's it. That's all he was carrying.
Okay. Poor fellow. Just.
Murdered for no reason.
I mean, well, it wasn't no reason. You see, we had to get in somehow. That was not the way, but
you see a coin pouch on his belt, so you sort of rustle through that, and as you pull out, just all that's in there is a piece of paper, and on the piece of paper, all it says is "Kobolds are bastards."
yes. But
Thank you.
It could be a password. But yes, now standing at the bottom, having looted this poor dead man who was just doing his job. you can now hear seagulls coming. You can see a shimmering light on the top of the cave, almost flickering like 1,000 stars. It's actually it's quite pretty, really. And as you walk through the walkway, you see that the flickering on the ceiling of the cave is where the sun is bouncing off of the sea wall, the surface of the sea, and reflecting up onto the stone.
Right, well, if there's nothing to look around here, we might as well carry on.
Yes. Sounds like a good plan. Yes.
Yes, lead the way, Davidra. As you seem to be the most sensible one here, I think it's best put you forward. The rest of us are, how to put it, idiots.
Yeah, I'm coming, hold on. Ow!
Do you have a helmet with you?
Yes, but I can't wear it on my head.
That's what a helmet is for.
No, it's all. Oh!
We don't have Figgy to kiss your boo-boos, mate.
Oh, poor old Figgy. I miss Figgy. Yeah, it's all right. I'll get out of here in a second. I've got an idea. And he just sort of drops down onto his knees and then starts shuffling along. But as you start to move out of this sort of like cave, this carved stone area,
Yes.
the flooring underneath your feet sort of changes, and the cavern sort of opens up much bigger, much wider, much grander, and the floor underneath you almost turns into stone tiles, as if they've been carved and placed and laid out, almost like a castle floor. These
Okay.
huge flagstones have been laid.
Well, I think, yes, I think we just carry on. Are you all right continuing to crawl there, Titch, me boy?
Oh, it's all right. I can stand up now. Big ceiling, look at that.
Oh, lovely.
And the cavern is now, it's opened up massively. It could be 60, 70, 80 feet high in areas. The breeze now hitting you, the salt, you can feel the salt water vapors hitting your face, coming through the damp air. The noise of the seagulls now extremely loud, as you sort of step into this huge open cavern. Directly in front of you, you see huge white sails of a massive dreadnought ship sort of sitting into a makeshift harbour in the center of this cavern. Roll us a perception.
11.
15.
18.
Cool. Yeah, fair enough. All of you can get it. So as you're stepping out and you're now walking past the end of this ship, you can see on the back end of the ship there are guys pulling the sails, doing the ropes, getting the ship ready to be seaworthy. Only one more thing to be loaded, lads, and then we'll be setting sail.
That's not very good, is it?
If we try jump on, I don't think we're gonna go try into the cargo bay.
I mean, we could try and stop it.
as you sort of stand there and you look further in front, you see a mass of people sort of gathered around in this stone area. There's sides with casks of ale. There's shops with all various stalls with all various exotic fruits, vegetables. There's a butcher with some very questionable meat that he's selling. But in the middle of it all, you see a huge iron cage.
I'm guessing that's the creature that lays those eggs.
Hmm.
He's being self-isolated. Well, he's in the isolation. He might have the virus.
Self-isolate. If it's self-isolating, if you catch.
Well, it's not. He's in isolation. You see, he has some symptoms of the virus. He's coughing and spluttering a little bit.
What are the races of the folk hanging around?
Rollers. I mean, I go perception, but you're investigating now. So roll an investigation.
All right, then investigation is +8. Like, I mean, bloody hell.
Blimey, bloody, it's fine. I think
Crikey.
I think I've used the F word once, which means we're what the PG-13, right?
Hmm. Well, I got 20 freaking 6.
Cool. So
They're
so on the butcher's stall there is an orc carrying a huge cleaver. One of his patrons is a half orc. There are elves. There are 2 halflings being served at the bar. I'm trying to think what else I put here. There are 2 seafaring chaps standing, look human-esque. But yeah, I mean, yeah, orc, half orc, human, halflings seem to be in the area.
Can I do an investigation to see where the supposedly driver is of the cargo?
The driver of the cargo.
Yeah, so like the person who's going to be driving the ship, as such.
Driving the ship? You mean the captain?
Yes,
Oh, you
my
want-
brain was not quite.
You want the
Well-
helmsman. So you're not. So you've walked past the ship now, and you're into the market.
Right. Okay, that's okay. Never
The
mind.
but what you noticed for your 26 was it?
Yes.
Is that leading up the other side of this sort of this mini market, this underground marketplace, is a huge driveway, large cart parked at the bottom of it, massive, could be 30-40 foot wide, 60 foot high ceilings, and you see it lead off, and even there you can see direct daylight coming into the cabin. But the directly in front of you, the sunlight shining in, huge gaping hole in the coastal cliffs, for the ships to come and go as they please.
Right, Charity.
But as you sort of stand there looking around the market, I'm still working on this 26. As you sort of stand there looking around the market, you can see that there are various stalls. They've got onyxes, crystals, various jewels and gems, brassies, golds. But behind him, you can see in all of its glory, maybe 2 foot high and 18 inches round, this huge, glistening, sparkling, egg-shaped sphere.
Bingo. What is the surroundings of said glistening sphere egg-shaped thing?
Well, the surrounding of it,
Yes.
it's at the back of a market stall.
So no one there.
Yeah, with the vendors there.
Can I shoot him?
Can you shoot the vendor?
We're gonna try assassinate the vendor.
Yes, I am.
Okay, so yeah, I mean the vendor sort of standing there. He's wearing a triangular hat, looks like a captain of such from a ship. The fella that's next to him, a smaller hat, maybe his first mate. But yeah, go for the pop shot.
Yeah.
I have to hit, yes. Oh, sweet mother have mercy. That is a 18 to hit.
That hits.
Cool.
Actions out of blood.
Yes. Oh my
They're not
god.
isolating. Kill them all.
That is 12 damage.
Great. Yeah.
What the hell?
And with one shot precision, right between the eyes. Just
Again, cool.
you
No
see,
headshots.
you see him just collapse on the floor, and as everybody sort of looks around, they sort of see you hand out gun in hand, and sure, let's roll for initiative.
That's not good.
No, it ain't. Well done, Baxton.
Hey, nice.
Oh god. This isn't good.
Mhm.
I rolled a 5.
Oh,
I'll-
that is a lovely terrain.
Oh, it actually is. I do quite like that.
Oh, that's very cool.
Okay, there we go. Right, so you're all down the bottom.
I do like the little fire cauldrons. Not cauldrons, what do you call them? Beacons.
The
There we go.
beacons, yeah.
Mm.
I use them quite a lot on various indoor maps.
Mm.
Right. Oh, I suppose you guys have managed to figure it out already. Haven't you? So I will put say creature in his cage.
I didn't figure it out. Ah.
I did. I was acting. See, yeah, illusion. Very smart.
Okay, so who died? He died.
Chap that was guarding the egg. Right, now everybody's looking at me. This isn't good.
Okay, so my pencil is gone. Always useful. There it is. I know it's my good pencil because it'll chew down.
Oh god.
Nice.
Calm that down a little bit. There we go. Okay, 20 and above.
What for?
Initiative.
Oh right, okay.
You rolled a 5.
Yes, that's not good.
So what's your initiative? You're +3, right? Or +4?
+4.
Anyway, right, I'll get it. So 9. So 20 and above. No 20 and above.
Wait, no, I rolled a 1. I have a +4.
Much. 15 to 20. Ten to 15. What? 5 to 10?
8.
Yeah, I rolled a 5.
9.
Oh my god. Ah.
What's this roll?
Okay, so Minx is first, then Div, then Bax, then Titch. Titch got a 5 as well, but
Okay,
Baxter's dexterity is much higher.
it is. Oh yes, it is.
Oh, it's much higher. Okay. Yeah, that is that. Right. Well, with a crappy 9, you're first. Minxie baby.
Righty.
So
Sorry, I was looking at Mr. Crab names. Right. Cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
You got a lovely red cloak on. It's the only other tiefling one that I've got, other than the one that you use
Yeah.
for campaign note.
Yeah, right. How far away is the gentleman at the table? Actually, I don't, because I'm just assuming he's hostile, but he might like be going about his normal business. So, who looks hostile? Who's reacted
well,
to this death?
In all fairness, none of them did until you shot the guard. So now all of them are looking at you as they start to draw weapons. Not necessarily the patrons. So the guys that are looking at the stalls, but you start to see the drawing weapon.
Okay.
One guy.
So the guy behind the bar is drawing a weapon, is he? As he's like drying a glass.
Yes, I gotta say that's one of my favorite models. Is actually like,
yeah, as well. Cool.
Yeah, he came with the bar.
Oh, nice. That'd be a glass of pain, sir. Right. So let's start thinking. What can I do? This is why I don't like going first, because I know Okay, a range of 60 feet. So am I within 60 feet of the old bartender? Actually, no, I like the bartender model. Let's leave him for a bit. Can I get the one that's at the corner of the dragon's cage?
Yep, the guy in red.
Yeah, is that within 60 feet of me?
Yes, it is.
Yeah. Champion.
Love my lollipop sticks.
Right, so I'm going to use my ice knife. And that will be a 17 to hit.
So are you is it a throwing weapon then? You throw the ice knife?
Create a shard of ice and fling it at one creature within range.
Yeah, cool.
That's
Yeah, it's 17 hits.
Okay, and then that will be a 10 of piercing damage. Mr. Piercing damage. Yes. There we go. Yes. So I conjure up this shard of ice in my left palm, and then I kind of just fling it towards him like an American football.
Yeah. And he did what? Oh, sorry, what was the damage?
It was 10 piercing.
10 piercing. Cool. Yeah, you see him sort of get jabbed right in the shoulder as he starts to draw out his sword from his hip. Yeah, as the ice sort of sits there, you can see it dripping. But yeah, he's still standing. But
Okay, and then can I, with my movement, what is my movement? Let's have a look. How far can I crab scuttle over? 30 feet. Okay, would I be able to get to and over the bar?
what, for 30 feet? No.
Yeah. No, okay. Can I get as close to the bartender as I can be, please? Oh, okay. I'll be with you next round, my boy. Oh, and they'll end my go there.
Standing. To look at my big belly for the rest of it.
I'll be with you soon, bartender, my lad. Let me have one order of death. And then I'll end it there.
Lovely. Anything else?
No, with that kind of flatlining quip, that's the end of my go.
I'm just joking. Hey, look, you can see me. Hey.
Yeah.
That will be Div. You're up.
Yep. This is just an idea of mine. Because how far is the gate from me? That's holding the dragon.
Gate to the dragon. Well, 60 feet, 50 feet. 50.
Okay. Cool. I'm gonna go try and blow up the cage with Eldridge Blast. I fire 2 Eldridge Blasts at the cage, so the dragon can cause some chaos with us.
Interesting.
So that's 120 feet. Fire 1 is a 24.
Okay.
Fire 2 is a nat 20.
Cool.
Nice.
So Gabo, the first one, which is 14 force damage,
Nice.
and second one is the nat 20. Which is 18 points of force damage.
So 32 points of force damage on the gate.
Yeah.
You see that your 2 hits, they start to buckle and bend the metalwork. You sort of break in bits and pieces, but it's still there. It's still very much fixed.
Yeah, but it helps the dragon if he wants to escape. Now it's my turn.
Surely it could just fly out.
I'm presuming
there's
that
a roof on
it's a roof.
Oh, of course. My bad.
Use your imagination.
Imagination.
You feeling it now, Mr. Krabs?
Imagination. South Park reference.
Hey.
You're all so young.
No, we're thinking of the SpongeBob imagination
We're more
reference.
thinking SpongeBob.
Imagination.
No, on Imagination Land, South Park.
Fair enough.
Whatever, old man.
Old man remark. Dragon's coming out early.
Which was it?
Right, Baxton, you're up.
Was it?
Yes. Well, this chap over to the left, I suppose, is not social distancing. So, how far away from me is this fellow behind the counter?
Oh, boys, it's the killing spree.
I mean, it's going to be 35 feet.
Everyone in social distance.
Cool.
Where's my 35-foot one?
Oh, no.
Oh, I'm getting good at this. Look at that. 35 foot.
Cool. Well, that's perfectly in my range. I am going to shoot the fellow.
Lovely.
Yes, very lovely. So let's see what I get. Right. I actually see what I get. I have rolled a nat 20.
Oh, no.
So I do believe that is hit. And oh, cool, crikey. This isn't good. Wait, how much is that? 17 damage.
Nice. So yeah, you shoot across, striking the orc, straight through his eye patch.
Dang.
And he just kind of
Hat trick, headshot.
anything else?
I will take cover behind this fireplace to the left of me. This pillar thing, whatever it is.
What's your movement?
30.
30 feet. Might just get you there. Yep.
Cool. Okie dokie. I do believe my turn is over. I will not do anything more.
Do you not have 2 attacks per action?
I do.
So yes.
I do.
Actually, I have 3.
No, I have.
Not
I
till
have-
level 14.
Oh,
But
really?
yeah,
Is
I
that a
have
thing?
2 then. So while I'm behind this cover, I'm going to shoot the fellow in the face again. Because, why not?
Hmm.
So we get, oh, for God's sake. Yeah, it's another nat 20.
I don't like D&D Beyond.
I think it's just being nice to me.
Yeah, no, you've got to use real dice from now on. I don't like it.
Okay, that's 14 damage.
Madness. Yeah, this time, because of where you are, just hitting him in the shoulder.
Yes.
Again, lets out a horrific scream.
Cool.
Still alive. Damn.
That will be.
No one at 20 and still living.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that will be Titch. Where's your 40 feet going to get you, Titch? Nowhere, really. No. Titch is just going to bundle himself into the middle of the table. Can't get to anybody, can't do anything, but that's all he's going to do. Yeah. Can't
Are
do-
your measuring sticks icicle sticks or like nail files?
They're lollipop sticks.
Oh, okay, cool.
So on a tabletop of Dungeons and Dragons, 1 inch is 5 foot of movement.
Mhm.
So I set up a load of lollipop sticks at 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, and 60.
Oh, nice. I just thought you had loads of like nail files like that.
No, they're all just lollipop sticks. I saw one of the groups that I watch on the internet
Mhm.
does it this way, and I was like, well, good idea.
Yeah, it makes sense.
And
Oh, nice.
because I've built a lot of stuff out of lollipop sticks, like terrain wise.
Mhm.
I thought, yeah, I've got a load of them. So it was pretty simple for me, really.
Oh, nice.
Right, I've got to get up again now. I don't know why I sat down. Right, okay, it is now time for everybody else.
Everybody dies.
So the orc that has now got 3 bullets buried in his body is going to come out from behind his counter, and I'm going to go straight up to the guy that shot him 3 times. And with attack number 1, you can do 20, but not natural.
That does hit.
And with his cleaver, just chopping down 8 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
And then with his second attack, that is only a 10 to hit. So that would be
No, not hitting.
cool. That's the orc's turn over. And now I'm gonna just pop there. You think you're the only one with a gunslinger, and he pulls out his flint-lock pistol and lines up a shot at the Goliath standing in the middle. 11 to hit, that is a miss. He will reload And then we'll go with this guy. He'll run straight in on Titch. And go for an attack. You see him take 2 swipes with a flimsy sword at your giant Goliath friend. As the recognizable noises of "Ow!" as he gets sliced across each arm. And then my favourite model is going to leap over the bar.
Did I tell you about my dad?
That's the. Do you know that model is here?
Yeah, I know.
That's him.
I recognise it.
Let me tell you about my dad. Right. And the bartender is going to glass the tiefling with a 14 to hit.
Oh, I believe that hits you, boy. Yes, it does.
Yay.
Oh.
And that will be a massive 9 points of glassing damage.
Oh, dang. Glassing damage, 9 points.
Now, with the hole starting to appear in the
Wait. Before you move on, can
Well,
I retaliate with some?
Yes, if you got a reaction, use it.
Yes, I'd like to retaliate with Hellish Rebuke, please.
Of course you would.
Right, so can the barman make a dexterity saving throw, please?
He can. 15.
Right. On a failed save, it takes 2 fire damage. 2 times 10 fire damage. Right. Wait, just a second. Let me just read it. Put your finger.
Assuming on a successful, I take half damage.
Yes. So you'll just take half of this 2 times 10, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I always need to quickly work out what my 10 dice is. Yeah, that's a 10. Cool. So 9, 19. So half of 19, round it up. Yeah.
That is a great roll.
Oh,
Great.
That's me.
19 out of 20. That's smashing.
Yeah. 19 fire damage, please.
Awesome. I mean, as his robes are covered in illegal moonshine, the fire just ignites and just
Yes.
the alcohol off of his body. But I will now roll my dice again, and with the damaged metal of the cage, the dragon smashes up against it. And we'll do that when it's just going to stand. Look at that.
Welcome to the fight.
It does a very good, not very good timing, is it? Nobody's dead.
And it starts to move out of its cage.
Hey, Div, it's your brother.
It's much more shiny than me.
Yes, beautiful, glistening crystal skin.
Ew.
As it sort of gleams in the light of the sun that's shining in the cavern entrance. And I'm not going to mess around. I'm going to go straight for that. Okay. But now I need to find that. Oh. Stuff keeps getting moved. Don't like it. I don't like it.
What, that one?
It's actually really annoying.
Do you know what Little Britain is, Michael?
No, he doesn't know what Little Britain is.
Okay.
No.
Okay, good. No, it's just a comedy program back in the day
Yeah,
that they're referencing.
definitely don't know what that is.
Hmm.
Well, that's annoyed me, guys, because that was always there, And now I've gone to find it for the first time in weeks. It's not there. So I'll have to do it the hard way. Lovely. Could the guard Titch and Minx and the barman, I'll just tell you what we're rolling. Constitution saving throw, please.
Decent.
Oh, Titch pass, that's helpful.
16.
That is a pass, so you're only going to take half damage.
Yeah.
The,
Lads.
the guard failed and the barman failed. So 1, 2, 4, 5, 6. All right, that is right. 14, 20, 22, 30, 37. Wow. So half of 37 rounded up is 19 points of damage.
Okay, so I'm
Me-
out. I'm at exactly 0. Ah. Arr.
Wow.
You got me good. Oh, Squidward, you're fired.
19, you know, rules round up. But dead and dead.
Brigade Minx is down.
Titch is suffering. I'm just trying to find out what damage it does. Oh, radiant damage. Wow. This beautiful radiant damage flies out of the dragon's mouth, wiping out the torturer and the barman who were down there, but also laying out Minxie, who's now on the floor. Interesting.
Div, I do think you should protect Minx if you have
well,
anything.
That will be the dragon's turn. Then it will be Minx. So Minx, would you roll me a death saving throw, please?
Okay, I haven't been in this position before. I just need to remind me what I need to do.
Just roll a d20. If you roll over a 10, it's a success. If you roll under a 10, it's a fail. Roll a 1, it's a double fail. Roll a 20, you stand up on 1 hit point.
Right, I've got 19.
Cool. So that's 1 success.
Yay.
3 successes, and you stand back up.
Yay.
Div, up to you.
Yeah.
I like the fact that I've laid you down. Now I can't see you. There you go.
So who else is ready to fight? We've got the gunslinger and the one who's attacking Boris.
That's it. That's the only. You've got the orc and the gunslinger that are left.
Are both
I'll do
clear?
it. The 2 halflings here kind of go and make a dive over the bar. And did I tell you about me dad? It hides underneath the table. There you go.
Cool. So if I got both in my sights, gonna go shoot one and the other with Eldridge Blast. This one, the first one's the one near Boris.
I mean Baxter.
For a nat 20.
Nice. This guy's
Poor orc has got hit
he's been hit with 3 nat 20s, yeah.
for 13 points of force damage.
And he just explodes, just crashing against the crashing against the pillar as the fire rocks and rolls. Hot ashes fall onto the floor. But yes, he's dead now.
And 22 to hit for the gunslinger.
Yeah, that's a hit.
Um, 10 points of force damage.
Cool. Yeah, gets struck. He drops his bottle of rum that he was holding in his hand. Very disgruntled at this fact.
Now it'll be my turn.
Marvelous. Baxton.
I am going to reload as my first action.
Mm-hmm.
And then I do believe I am in range of the other gunslinger.
You are?
Yes, I will take a shot at him.
Actually, what is your range? 40 feet, right?
60.
60. Oh, yeah, well in range.
Okay, cool. I will now make a 19 to hit.
Yes.
Cool.
When you rolled under a 20, hooray.
Yeah. Right. So here, damage. 13 damage.
13 damage.
Yes.
Lovely. There we go. So yeah, the sort of clipping the top of his hat as it off of his head. Just skimming his hair, you can see the line running through his middle part. He's now got a middle part in where he didn't have one.
Okay.
Anything else?
What else can I do? Let me double check.
Well, you've reloaded. You've used your 2 actions, so you've got second wind or action surge.
Action surge. I will action surge and I will shoot this fellow again.
Okay.
20 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
Yes. And damage we have 14.
14. Nice.
Yes.
This one, absolutely blinding shot. This time another headshot. Just dropping the shot that a little bit lower.
Mm.
And where he had the middle parting, just dropping a couple of inches below, just as he drops to the floor.
Good.
Still got one more shot in you.
Do I?
2 attacks per. Yeah. Oh no, because you used the first one, trimmed his head.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. Sure. So that's the end of your turn. That will bring it to Titch. Now, Titch is going to do something interesting. Who can remember what Titch was?
Paladin.
Paladin. So Titch is going to run over to Minx. Oh, good, your buddy. And he sort of grabs hold of your arms and just gives him a good shake. And he is going to pass you over 13 points of health.
Ooh. Thank you, me boy.
As he only
Squidward.
he only used 10 feet to get to you, and he's now going to bolt over and this dragon right in the eye. because it's Titch. That is Titch done. There's the dragon. So the dragon lifts up its huge claw and will take a swipe at Titch. Plus 6, 19 to hit. That is a hit. Yes, that's what I thought. Okay. And claw number 2, that is 23 to hit. So Titch takes 2 huge slaps from his claws. Bang, bang. You see his tin armor standing, Titch sort of standing there taking it. His huge armory. And there's nobody else around him, so the dragon's going to take a bite at him as well. That misses. Even Titch isn't tall enough to get bitten by a dragon. And now back to the beginning. Minx.
We're here. Right. Let's use something. Right, so I was going to do Australian accent again. Right, I gotta go. There we go. Right, my boy dragon over there. Can you make a dexterity saving throw?
Dexterity, eh?
I hope it's low.
Probably not. 8.
Okay, that's good for me. So I will, spawning out of me 2 crab-like claws or bolts of lightning, and I shall use call lightning upon ye, on ye scaly, slimy beast.
Lightning, eh?
Yes, call the lightning, and that will be a, seeing as you failed, 7, 18, 18. Okay, that'll be 18 thunder damage. Lightning damage, sorry. Thunder is sound.
Lightning damage.
Yes.
This produces a beautiful glow in the cavern as the lightning comes down, hitting the crystal skin of the dragon and almost bouncing off like a disco ball, flashing inside the cave.
Oh, it did nothing.
Didn't say that. All I said was it made a really nice light show.
Oh, okay. I thought it was like resistance, so it just bounces off.
No, I was just adding some flavour because.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, but you have to dumb it down for me. So I ain't the smartest tool in the shed.
All right, and the dragon lets out a howl of pain.
Yay! Yay!
Yay!
All right, cool. Thank you. Thank you for humouring me. And then I shall, with my newly found energy and health at the hands of Titch, I will run over to the.
To ask a silly question.
Yeah.
When you call lightning,
Mm-hmm.
doesn't it affect those that are directly in base contact with what you're aiming at?
Let me read. A storm cloud appears in the shape of a cylinder that is 10 feet tall with a radius of 60 foot. Oh, yeah. Good point.
So the same guy that gave you help is getting struck by lightning.
Wait. No. Right. So, well, yes, but I'll cover my ass with this one. So I will put the point of the cylinder in such a position that it only encompasses the dragon. So I'll aim it towards like the back end of this little pierce that it only gets.
All right. Okay. So you're gonna roll me a skill now.
Skill.
Yes. This is going to be a dexterity roll to see if you can control the magic that well that somebody in base contact doesn't get hit by it.
Right. Let's see if I covered my ass. Are 15.
Ridiculous. Yeah. So as the lightning
Yeah.
sort of comes down, you see the flash sort of rise up and go over the front of Titchy's metal armor, but he seems to be unfazed by it.
Yes. Right, and with that stroke of good luck, I'll trial my luck again by running towards the bar and doing a Starsky Hutch-esque slide over the bar top.
What? Over to in there with the halflings?
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Have you heard of Starsky and Hutch, Michael?
No.
Okay, good. It was terrible.
Oh, I don't know. The Ben Stiller, Marco.
Yeah, the movie was good, but like when my parents said, "Oh no, there was a thing before that," and I watched it, it was dreadful.
It's a nice car though.
Oh yeah, they had a game as well on the PS2. That was quite good.
That was awful.
No, that was good.
It really wasn't. Right. Yeah. So yeah, you slid over the bar.
Yeah.
Nothing required. I mean, you're a young tiefling, so without any problems. Div, you're up.
I'll move towards the dragon. And my eyes will flash red. Can it make a wisdom saving throw, please?
Wisdom. What is my wisdom? +2, 21.
Alright, so that's fail. I was gonna go cause fear.
Interesting.
Yep, that's my turn.
Ooh, Baxter.
Right. I'm going to move behind the desk where you heard about my father. Yeah, that one. Whatever that is.
About my dad.
Yeah, that one.
My dad.
I will take a shot at the dragon's upper chest. So, like, there. If you, yes, I will make a shot there. That is a 21 to hit.
That hits.
Cool.
Man, your +9 just makes it crazy.
And that is a 13 damage.
Nice. Yep. So you shoot out and he just chips a piece of the crystal scale off of his body.
Cool. I will then use my second action to reload so that I'm fully loaded again.
Cool. And you used your action surge and you're all right for health. So cool. That'll bring it to Titch. Titch ain't going to waste anything. You see Titchy's sword light up with a lightning flash as he takes 2 strikes at the dragon. He does, and a nat 20.
Nice.
That's what I have to when I use my green dice for DMing and playing. So that is 9, 13, 14. Do the other one, 14, 23 plus his 4, 27. 31 points of slashing lightning damage from Titchy's longsword.
Dang.
As he crashes up against it, just sparking off of the crystals.
Good job, chap. Kill you.
That'll be the dragon's turn again. Still nobody else in combat other than Titch. Claw 1, misses. Claw 2, misses. Bite, hits. It takes 2 swipes. Titch manages to dodge, but this is the bite's the one that hurts. Oh, that's good. 13 points of piercing damage as Titch gets bitten by this huge, gigantic dragon. Titchy's looking a little bit worse for wear in a minute. He's taken a couple of hard hits.
That's not very good.
One back to Minx.
Okay, so right. So I've now Starsky and Hutch behind the bar. Are these two things that are with me behind the bar hostile?
They are shitting themselves and cowering from the giant dragon. They were just hey there, we were just here to buy some moonshine.
Are there any bottles of moonshine behind me here, perchance?
There's a selection of plenty of bottles of alcohol behind them.
Right, let's see if I have some sort of fire-related spell that I can use as like a Molotov cocktail. So spike through, moonbeam, rebuke, anything that has got fire damage. No, right, so we'll forget that. Well, seeing as I have moonshine here, I shall perhaps use some moonbeam inspired by the moonshine. Could the old dragon please make a... Actually, no, let me check first that it doesn't create a cone of death.
I think it's like a 10-foot square, 10-foot circle.
Yeah, 5-foot radius. All right, that's better. That can...
Because I could do this because I've actually got the token.
Hey.
Full moon. There you go.
Hey, lovely. So, could ye dragon please make a constitution saving throw?
It can, and I do believe that it will be successful with a 17.
Gar. You've bested me this time. Makes it 2 times radiant damage. So half as much on a successful throw. So let me do me old dice rolling. Yahar. Or let's see. Bless you.
Thank you.
Bless you.
Yeah.
So, could you take 11 radiant damage, please?
I can take 11 radiant damage.
Me dear scaly boy.
Again, as the bright light of the radiant damage strikes the crystal skin, the glistening light just glows, and Titch almost has to cover his eyes as it shines and shimmers in front of him. And Dividra, then I do believe it's you now.
Yep, cool. Let's see what I can do. Cool. So I will put my arm out. When that is bandaged. And you'll see lightning crackle around it. And I will cast Witch Bolt.
Nice. Witch Bolt's a concentration, isn't it?
Yes, it is. That's an 18 to hit.
An 18 hits.
So that is 3d12 of lightning damage. 14 points of lightning damage.
Oh,
And that
wow.
is me concentrating on the dragon.
Cool. So again, the lightning damage glistening off of the skin, sparkling and firing around the cave like 1,000 stars. Almost beautiful if it wasn't so terrifying.
Unlimited power.
No.
Do it.
Yeah, Baxton.
Well, I am going to continue to shoot him. That is a 19 to hit.
That hits.
Yes. The damage is 7 damage.
7.
Yes.
Oh, that's rubbish. This bullet cracking, piercing. You see where parts of the crystal scales have been popped off. This sort of enters. The dragon lets out a huge howling scream.
Guess what? Going to do it again. That is a 24 to hit.
That hits.
And that is 11 points of damage.
Cool. Well, Baxton, describe the kill.
Ooh.
Yes.
Where I previously had shot its neck, as you said, the bullet pierced through the skin and out the other side, and that cut its jugular vein, and that cut off all its blood circulation.
Nice.
Right, lovely. Gruesome.
Yes.
I like it. No point in killing anything in D&D and making it pretty, is it? Rainbows come out of it.
And it turned into a butterfly.
We had a civilized burial.
ER for cremation.
The dragon letting out one last final kind of before its head lands and crashes against the concrete.
Well done, Baxton, my boy.
Greatly appreciated the sport, Minx.
And as you sort of turn to look, the boat that was harboured seems to have set off and is now almost completely out of the cavern.
Oh dear, can we try and dive for it? I don't know why. I don't know if it has anything important on it, but you know.
Well, the just the things you've heard, the last thing that would have needed to have been put on it was the dragon that now lays dead in the middle of the floor. So.
Oh, okay. Okay, never mind. I'll turn
Where
around.
is the egg that was near said orc that I shot in the face?
Well, it's on the back of the stall where I told
Cool. Tish,
you.
can
It's a bit battered up now, Baxter.
Titch was 6 points away from death.
Dang.
So Titch will go like this and make himself feel better.
yes,
I'll help you nonetheless.
It's yeah. What?
Titch, my boy, can you hold the egg so we can go give it to that shady guy?
Yeah. All right. Hang on. Up in under you. There you go.
And you know what? Just for that, I'll get you another what's it called? 12 pints of whatever you drink.
Another keg.
That one. Just
Oh yeah, that sounds fun. Oh, like the sound of that one. That is way. Yes.
I'll grab some moonshine then. If everything is all gone, like the people and so on.
Well, the only things that are left, the two halflings, you see them bolt from behind the bar, carrying a crate of bottles each.
If there is any left, I've got to grab some. Get some moonshine.
So I mean, yeah, there's kegs, there's bottles, there's all sorts of stuff left behind there. So I mean, you can load yourself up with a crate of moonshine. The orc who was hiding under the table over the other side, he's literally just filled a sack with all the meats, and has thrown it over his bag and started heading towards the large exit. But this crystal dragon lays in the middle of this underground harbored area.
Cool.
Are there perhaps any items of value, perhaps body parts on the old dragon?
I think the scales would be of some money. And thing. Yes.
Yes. People need to weigh things, so the scales will be useful.
Transporting a giant dragon would be troublesome.
Well, let's just skin it then. Let's use our heads here.
Yes.
Skin it like a potato. Peel it, if you will.
I mean, you attempt to cut into it. You sort of, but it's not skinnable. As in, you can't just kind of cut off you can peel off a scale at a time, sort of just like a.
Okay.
They sort of sit about that size, flakes of almost solid crystal.
Okay, not worth it then. Okay, well, I'm finished up here. What say you, lads? Boys.
Well, are there any tea leaves? We could go give Chris some advice on some tea. It's quite a drink.
As soon as we get up to the top of the exit for all of us, I will shoot as many Eldridge Blasts to cause a cave-in.
Okay.
So there's no underground. Because they asked us to stop it.
Yeah, no, that's cool. I like it. So yeah, you just stand there and just kind of.
Yeah. Just completely have my fun.
Yeah, you just spam Eldritch Blast. Eventually, the top area, just the lavender field that sits over the top, just kind of folds in on itself, crashing down, and crushing anything that would have been underneath.
Cool.
But as you sort of walk up the large area and step, you kind of recognize the area you are, and you're literally 150 yards away from the tavern where you started your journey on a main path.
Yahar, a successful trip then, boys. Let's head back to the cavern and not cavern that we just imploded the tavern, if you will. And we can start collecting our booty.
Your booty?
Yes, which will then be reinvested to helping the less fortunate. Unbelievable.
Really unhappy about that. You head back to the tavern. The gentleman that sent you on the journey for the crystal egg still sitting there nursing what looks like the same drink that he had when you left a couple of hours ago. And he goes, I recognize that smell. Did you do it? Are you back with me present?
Yes, we
are. Chich, before you get your 12 pints, you want to come give the egg?
But I want, yeah, sure. And this huge hefty egg just bangs on the table, shaking it, and he sort of reaches his hand out, rubs it over the top, and he goes, "It's as beautiful as I thought it would be. Thank you."
No problem there, my friend.
And with one hand on top of the egg, he reaches for his staff and sort of just brings it to himself and tap, tap, and he taps it on the floor twice. And with a disappears into a cloud of purple smoke.
Oh, darn.
I don't actually think he was blind. You know.
Well, blind people can have powers too, you know.
Yes, but just slightly suspicious.
Yeah, that'd be true. Oh well, it's not our problem anymore.
So I see you'll be carrying 2 crates of moonshine there a day.
Yes, we'll sell them to you for 40 gold pieces.
Hey, not all of it. Some of mine.
Play along. I know what I'm doing. I'm an expert bargainer.
Not. I don't trust you.
If you leave me those 2 crates of moonshine, I'll wipe Titch's tab clean, as he's just had another 12 as he sort of like at the end of.
No, but that's only 3 gold pieces. You have to get up pretty early.
That'd be 43 gold pieces.
No, but I paid you 40 earlier, you bugger. Don't try and swindle me.
How much do you think moonshine costs? They gotta make a profit on it, you know.
Depends how much you're willing to buy it for. 40 gold pieces.
No, I'll give you 5.
I'm not selling it.
Okay, meet in the middle. 50 gold pieces.
I'm not selling.
Okay, fair enough.
And as you leave Christopher Krebs, very disgruntled at the lack of moonshine. Although Tishy's tab is cleared, all barring the new 3 gold pieces of the new tab that he started. You start to head back through the woods and head back to the encampment where it all started. As Baramaham almost waiting for you eagerly by the door. Was it a successful jaunt, gentlemen?
What's the definition of successful?
Well,
Dead.
Did we do the job?
Yes,
To an extent.
Div, stop being so down. It's bloody dead. Deal with it.
Well, I mean, if the smuggling has stopped, I will make the preparations to get our 200 gold pieces.
Yeah, there is one slight inconvenience. The ship got away. In case that had anything special on it.
Well, I mean, I don't know what they were taking. Various animals and herbs and teas and crumpets. I don't know.
Teas and crumpets. Oh, crikey! Missed out. It's not very good.
But if the ship got away and it's not coming back, I consider that a successful.
And yes, we've done the mission.
Very good. And well, luncheon is on. Figgy has made her dumplings, so let's go and get our feast on.
Yahar.
And with that, Baramahams Brigade has had another interesting ending to another Baramahams Brigade.
Always is.
And another one shot out of the way. The Misfits enjoyed that, I suppose. Very hot and sweaty DM stuck in his office. If you made it all the way to the end, thank you very much, and don't forget to check out all of our other videos that are somewhere on our channel. And until next time, take care.